Hey, Preston, what did you do with the stuff in my office? You know, in the spare room? I had a bunch of documents on my desk. I had some USB memory sticks beside my computer, too.
What do you want? You're being annoying. All these message notifications on my phone are distracting me. I'm out right now. I've got meetings today.
I don't care, just answer me. All the documents and memory sticks and stuff from my home office? Where did you hide them?
What? You're talking about the piles of paper in the spare room. I threw them out with the garbage this morning.
What? You threw it all out? Those were important documents and data for work. Why would you throw them out without asking me first?
How was I supposed to know it was stuff for work? That room was such a mess. So, I cleaned it for you. You should be thanking me, don't you think? I did something nice for you. You're not acting like the cute and kind wife I envisioned you to be when I married you.
You cleaned it, but you've never done the cleaning before, and I told you that's my room now. Why today, of all days, did you decide to clean my room by throwing out all my stuff? This doesn't make any sense.
That room was so dirty I couldn't stand to look at it anymore. If I left it like that, I can just imagine how quickly bugs would start breeding in there. So, I cleaned it. It's as simple as that. Anyway, why the heck did you bring work documents and stuff home anyway? If those things were so important for work, you should have left them at work. You're the one doing strange things. Don't blame this on me.
I told you. Starting at the end of last month, I was going to be working from home. They're doing reconstruction on our building, so it's closed down for a little while. I told you all of this. That's why I had to take all my work home with me. That's why I turned the spare room into a home office.
I think I recall you saying something about that now. But if you were really working at home, you'd be home all day, wouldn't you? So, how could you think that room wasn't a total pigsty? If you were home, what the heck were you doing to let it get that messy?
Well, obviously, I was busy working. You keep saying the room was dirty, but there was just some papers scattered about here and there. And all those papers were in my office. It wasn't like it was the bedroom or living room, was it? So why did you do this?
Well, I saw it, so I had to do something about it. You know I'm a neat freak. If there's a spot in my house that isn't clean, I can't stand it. That's why I cleaned it for you. I didn't do anything wrong here.
Are you kidding me? Why would you do that? You didn't have to throw the papers out. You could have just stacked them. And my backup data? It was on the USB drives. Who throws out USB drives just because they're laying around? I have to do something about this or I'm going to be in serious trouble. I might even get fired for this.
Oh, in that case, this is a good opportunity for you. Just tell them you messed up and use it as a good excuse to quit.
What? What are you talking about?
From the start, I never really wanted you to continue working anyway. I thought when we got married, you were gonna quit working. Now you're even bringing your work home with you and rubbing it in my face? Honestly, it's annoying. So why don't you just use this opportunity to quit now?
What are you talking about? You've never said anything about wanting me to quit before. Where is this coming from? In fact, you've never shown any interest in me working or in me staying at home before. So why are you suddenly telling me to quit now?
Because it's only normal for a woman to quit working and take care of the house when she gets married. That's what my mom did too. But it looked like you wanted to continue working, so I just put up with it. But it seems like you're gonna get fired now anyway, so why don't you just quit?
Don't act like it's that easy for me to just quit. This is the job I've always wanted. This is what I went to university for. And the only reason I might get fired now is because of you. You had no right to say this is a good chance for me to quit.
All your complaining is so annoying. I only threw out like 1 or 2 documents. And anyway, it's every woman's dream to become a housewife for her husband.
What? You can't tell someone else what they want in their life. Anyway, I'm going to be too busy now trying to redo all these things for work. I'm not going to have time to do anything around the house. If you want something done, do it yourself.
Ha! So now you're gonna shirk your responsibilities as a woman around the house too. Well then, If you want to continue working, then you'd better just divorce me.
What? Where's this coming from all of a sudden?
I'm not attracted to a working woman, and if you're not going to do the housework either, there's no reason to stay married to you. I'd rather find a younger woman to be with than stay with a nagging old hag.
What? Are you serious? This is a joke. I'm not laughing.
It's no joke. I'm dead serious. I'll stop in and get divorce papers on my way home today. You got angry for me throwing out your documents today? Now it looks like I'm throwing you out too. That's really funny if you think about it.
How dare you?
I suggest you cool down and think long and hard about this. I know you pretty well. I know you'll come crawling back to me. Anyway, I've got work to do. See you when I get back tonight with the divorce papers. Hey, Janet, have you finally calmed down yet? It's been 3 years since I left you. Must be pretty lonely for you, huh?
Who is this? Sorry, but I think you've messaged the wrong person.
What are you talking about? It's me, Preston.
Oh, it's you. What do you want after all this time?
I just figured you'd probably calm down by now and came to your senses. If you're willing to apologize to me from the bottom of your heart, I'm willing to give you another chance. Must have been pretty hard without me this whole time, huh?
Well, because you divorced me and kicked me out. Finding another place and getting all my stuff sorted was a real pain. Other than that, everything went quite well.
Yeah, right. You say that, but I know you've been waiting for me to contact you this whole time, haven't you? I mean, I see you've unblocked my number. This just proves you wanted me to contact you.
I didn't unblock you. It must have happened somehow by mistake when I upgraded to a new phone. Don't get the wrong impression. I'll make sure to re-block you right away.
Come on now. Do you really think it's a good idea to say something like that to me? If you continue to talk back to me, I won't let you get back together with me.
You've got really bad timing if you thought I wanted to do that. I got married last week.
Last week? Remarried?
Yeah, that's right, I got remarried. I've got no urge to get back together with you.
What? You're lying, aren't you?
It's the truth. In order to redo all those documents for work that you threw out, I had to get another person from my office to help me. My manager was willing to help me out. Together, we worked really hard and somehow we got it all redone. It was really nice of him to help me out so much with that stuff. We got to know each other quite well because of that incident and we started seeing each other. To make a long story short, I married him last week.
I divorced you, and only 3 years later you get remarried? Don't you think that's a little too quick? You must have been seeing him before I divorced you. I bet you were cheating on me. What kind of person are you, you little tramp?
There's no reason to tell you, but you're wrong. None of that is true. It was because you threw out all those documents I needed that I even started talking to him. Before then, I rarely spoke to him, and it was only about work when we did speak. But after we worked so hard on that stuff together, as a thank you, I took him out to dinner. And everything just kind of went from there. After being together for almost 3 years, we decided to get married. And like I said, we married last week. And things have been going great ever since. That's the whole story.
Why wouldn't you tell me such an important thing? How could you get remarried without telling me?
You're my ex-husband? I don't have to tell you anything. You're not related to me, and you're certainly not a friend of mine.
But why would you get remarried? I was waiting for you to see the error of your ways this whole time. You're heartless.
That's your own fault. Why would you be waiting for me to do that? We were divorced, and we weren't even talking to each other. For one of us to be waiting on the other for anything is just stupid.
It's just like a working woman to talk to a man like this. You're gonna regret this. Later on, you're gonna say to yourself, I wish I would have gotten back with him. But it'll be too late. I'm gonna marry a woman who's a lot cuter and much more modest than you.
Do whatever you want. Oh, and I almost forgot. Good luck next month.
Good luck with what?
Next month, your company is merging with another company, isn't it? Your new company's owner is going to be my husband.
What are you talking about?
About 2 years ago, my husband, he was my manager at that time, went off on his own and started a business. The business he started has now bought out your company. Almost all of the employees at your company will be staying, but I heard a few of them are being cut. Only the ones with bad behavior or bad track records will be cut, though.
What? You're kidding. I haven't heard anything about this.
Oh, have they not told anyone yet? Oh, I bet the people who are getting cut probably won't be told until right before it happens. I wonder how much notice they'll get. What do you think? Maybe a couple weeks' notice?
Are you saying I'm gonna get laid off? Your husband's company is buying up mine and laying me off? But why me? Why is this happening to me?
What? You know full well the reason, don't you? A person who would just throw out another company's important and confidential information should know why. You can't blame them if they don't want to keep someone like that.
What are you saying? Are you telling me you told your husband what I did back then? You little snitch! It's all your fault, isn't it?
I didn't snitch or tell on you. Don't act like this is a big scandal or something. I didn't tell my husband, hey, fire this guy because I don't like him. I told you, the person that helped me redo all those reports 3 years ago was my husband, didn't I? That's how he knows about you and knows what you did. I haven't said anything to him about you since then.
Wait, hold on, just wait. I've worked for that company for so many years. I have so much experience. Getting rid of me would be doing the company a disservice. And I don't want to lose my current position in the company. Please, I'm begging you, persuade your husband not to fire me. There's no other company I can work for that will treat me as good as this one. I don't want to leave this job, please. I beg you.
Sorry, there's nothing I can do. I don't work for my husband. I didn't go with him. I'm still working at my old company. I don't want to meddle in his business affairs. I told you, I haven't mentioned anything to him about you in 3 years. But he remembers you.
You're kidding.
All things considered, it's strange how things work out, isn't it? The person that told me I'd better quit my job or he'd divorce me is probably going to get fired by my new husband. Maybe karma does really come back around to get you.
Things weren't supposed to work out like this. Janet, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for throwing out your stuff without asking, and I'm sorry for telling you to quit your job. I apologize. You were so busy with work. I just wanted you to be home more so we could spend more time together. Honestly, you're the only woman I've ever loved.
So what? At this point, it's too late to apologize, so don't even bother. You and I have nothing to do with each other anymore. So, for you to say that you love me, it's a little creepy, so just stop.
Janet.
Well, that's all I have to say, so as for me, I'm off to dinner with my husband. Don't have any more time to waste on you. Like I said, when you first message me, I'm gonna block you.
Janet, just wait.
I wish you all the best in the future. Goodbye. Even after I blocked Preston, he continued to try to contact me to meet up. But I did everything I could to make sure that he had no way of getting in touch with me directly. He eventually gave up trying to contact me anymore. Instead, in an attempt to not get fired, he tried to meet up with my husband to discuss things with him. Unfortunately, he did this by waiting outside of my husband's company for him to arrive. My husband had no idea who he was, as he'd never met Preston face to face before. So the police were called. Preston was hauled off the property by the police and was given a stern warning not to ever do that again. But because he was causing problems at the company that was buying his out, word quickly reached the HR department at Preston's office. The incident was put on his permanent record and would be considered when deciding who to keep and who to let go. Honestly, back when I told Preston about the merger, it still hadn't been decided who was getting laid off and who wasn't. If Preston had continued to work hard, it seemed like my husband might have kept him on. But not only had Preston taken things that weren't his and thrown out confidential data 3 years ago, But he had now jumped to conclusions and caused a scene in public, which made both him and his company look bad. It was all those reasons together that made my husband decide to get rid of him. Guess it was just his attitude and a little bad luck that got him into all of this.